Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hissing, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be known.
Today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 12 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And right away, he lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. A first carry now. This is Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Here's Mahomes to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Oh, Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Now we see the 14-time Pro Bowler, maybe the greatest to ever play the position, Tom Brady, getting set to lead this Buccaneer offense.
Well, in prep for this one, it was fun talking with the defensive staff because they had to review last week's game tapes where he threw for over 400 yards, and they started ho-humming that performance, and finally you said, he threw for over 400. That's got to be significant. That's why he won the NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They're going to be careful what they wish for, ho-humming. He might do it again here in this one. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Flush to his right. And incomplete on the deep ball. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down. They do go for it. It's Brady escaping the pressure right. And that's complete. It's Watson. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Justin Watson, 85 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Well, following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And it's third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Demarcus Robinson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's third down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham, you have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
Oh, refusing to go down. Breaks free again. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. yards. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Frank Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. On third and long, it's Brady. Flushed out right. He's going to launch, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Justin Watson with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Gay is on for the point after. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Mecole Hardman. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10. At their own 22.
Time for another look at Patrick Mahomes and the Super Bowl champs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun and quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Now Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The numbers on the ground for Williams a week ago. 14 carries, 71 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got me in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down carry, it's Williams. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Buccaneers.
Mahomes now to throw. Looking for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Chiefs 10.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The numbers for Evans a week ago: 8 catches, 55 yards. To Evans on the slant. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here we go on 4th down now with Brady. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now Mahomes, maybe a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 20! And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14, Chiefs 13.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. And now the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year from 2018, it's Saquon Barkley. And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he gets it up past the 35. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. There's the Penn State man, it's Chris Godwin. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. On play action, it's Brady. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Stepping up, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady keeping it safe from 5 yards out. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered. He said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Bradley Pinion to kick it.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught left side, Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
He's forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the 1st down, Chiefs.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3. The 24-yard line.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the net. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. After the sack on first down, Mahomes, and his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's third down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Lavonte David, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. To the football, it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is, he's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30.
Keep going, keep running, man.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So a pretty wild turn of events there. Instead of a sure 3 points, it's 6 the other direction.
And if you're kicking in the NFL, that should be pretty much automatic, but I don't think that's on him at all. The protection broke down. That led to the block.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Chiefs 13. Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's Hardman on the return. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers.
Recovered by the Bucs.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive. Just scored. Now they go down, knock the ball free, get it back. They got a chance to really increase their lead and put themselves in the driver's seat.
On the other side, a little insult added to the injury. They're in a bad spot. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After review of the play,
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Complete to Travis Kelce.
Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. This is caught. Watkins. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Mahomes to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now, he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Evans. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Denver, and it's the Saints who have the lead in the second quarter. Drew Brees has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head east all the way to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they couldn't get the job done as they fall to the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Finally, we're off to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Raiders. 27-0, the final score. In the game you're watching, it's who else? Tom Brady with a strong first half. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Oh, good return up past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Brady now to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. It was Breeland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. They'll roll him out right. And Watson has it right side. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans Gray is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Set to take over, Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
And he'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 0 turnovers in this game so far. The trend continues, but barely. Offense lucky that one went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're very fortunate because when a game's going along like this one and neither side has turned the ball over, sometimes that first one can really flip things to their advantage in this type of a game.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelce is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Mahomes now on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go back to the ground with Williams. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
From the 6. Continuing to fight for more. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And here we go again with Tom Brady in Tampa's offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep...
It's caught at the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his 6th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Bears gain now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs.
Bradley Pinion, the kickoff for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23.
And now here comes Kansas City. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards, the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's got room. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. He's got a man complete. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he makes it all the way down to the 19. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 56 yards.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure is good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
At the 11-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And the Bucs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's it. And the ball is knocked out.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. High-scoring first half, and to this point, a high-scoring second half. A lot of offense, Charles.
Very entertaining game for guys like you and me, being able to watch it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Buccaneers have it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now If you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Flush to his right. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. He certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Damian Williams and the Chiefs ready to begin their next drive. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync. Because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets. And you might not block them quite the way you want to. But as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. Mahomes finding Hill for a big play. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Off the draw, here's Williams. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. But Mahomes is going to keep it. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. And sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So this time the protection holds up for him just fine, and he's able to bang it through.
I think their special teams coach got the point across. He gave him a pretty good earful after the block earlier, and this time there's no penetration, so they're able to pick up 3.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A very long attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage.
52. Chiefs 37.
And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, what, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it? And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
1st down, Chiefs.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
Had an open man that time, and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He is going to find Hill here. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. Again, it's Barkley. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
It's a gain of 35. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Damian Williams with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Harrison.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Bucs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. In need of both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion here, down 8.
And it's time to just separate those two in his mind. Okay, the 2-point conversion will have to come later. I remember playing for a coach and hearing him tell our quarterback, son, there is no such thing as an 8-point play. So let's not even worry about that. Get it into the end zone. We've got the 2-point play cooked up. Let's get to that when the time is right.
They'll be trying to focus on the 6. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First down, Kansas City.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. That'll bring up second down. Mahomes firing complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Mahomes again. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are a 2-point conversion away from tying this thing up.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do in the 2-point conversion.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come